Alright. Well, sorry about that, guys. Something kind of happened on my end. Hang on, let me pull up the regular screen. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of the thing I was worried about. That, like, something was going to come up and I was going to have to leave the stream. So, yeah, I do apologize, guys. Okay, let me just get the link. Okay. Okay. All right. Hopefully, people will start rolling back in. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I left like that. I really shouldn't have done it, and I feel like an ass for that. But hopefully, so I guess yeah, this will just be added on as part two. Okay. Let me just pin this to the chat. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to where we left off. So back to Lightbringer. Okay. I already read all this, so let's just move on to the next page. Hopefully people will start coming back in pretty soon. Yeah. Yeah, just 1 second. There we go. The audio wasn't coming through. Yep. Doing such a great job with this. Alright. Anyway. So. Well put. You and I are trying to achieve the same goals, you know. I was unaware that slaughtering prostitutes was on my mission statement. We are both trying to rescue Pharaoh City from the evils plaguing it. You, however, are more concerned with the consequences of evil, while I deal with immorality at its source. It takes my beam 1 in 299,792... 299,792,458 of eighth of a second to reach his knife and deflect it. And somehow, within that amount of time, he manages to reach the prostitute and grab her with a box cutter to her neck. With a single cut, I can sever her carotid artery. Is that carotid? Is that even a word? Hang on, I gotta Google this real quick. Okay, carotid. Oh, okay, it is a thing. Hang on, let me pause the music because I gotta listen to this.
Carotid.
Hang on, one more time.
Carotid.
Oh, okay, carotid. All right. Well, yeah, learn something new every day, I guess. Okay, let me go back to Zoom. Okay. And make her bleed to death. Try anything and that's what will happen. Have you heard her? I have no intention of harming her. Yet. In any case, I'll take my leave now. As for you, if you want any hope of ending the chaos and corruption, I suggest you start sending a message to the people who you have deemed so worthy of rescuing. Again, that I kind of like doing this gentlemanly voice. It's kind of fun. I suggest you retreat to your home and flip on the television. It's time for a rude awakening. Perhaps after that, you'll see why you need to take action the right way. I can't risk attacking now while he has that knife to her throat. I'm not going to do the list. Especially since he's unusually quick. The smiling man escaped justice. I won't let the second supervillain I've encountered share that honor. I've been meaning to see if this will work or not. First, I shoot a bit of light at my target, then let it hit that target. Blink. Mr. Plinkett?
Great. It's not an easy thing to do, but if I focus enough, I can follow the trail of light as it bounces from one object to the next. In this case, provided the light doesn't fade too soon, I should be able to follow the gentleman to wherever he's going. Hannah, I'm right behind him. Be ready to signal the police once I find where he's going.
Okay. Let me just check to make sure the stream's going fine. Okay. Everything seems to be in order so far. Anyway. And okay, we got fan art here of the gentleman. Looks like something out of a coloring book, but all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick bite of some pizza that I got here. Oh. All right. Oh, let me take it. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. You know, this whole thing has got me thinking.
About what?
About what both the reporter and the gentleman have said. Should I be speaking out? Should I be trying to be a public figure or a role model?
I don't know, boss. Well, that reporter wanted you to give an opinion on prostitution. What's your opinion?
I don't have one.
Aw, come on.
It's true, Hannah. Sure, I have beliefs on the matter, like no one should ever be forced to be a prostitute. Whether it's for economic reasons or slavery, but the profession itself, I have no opinion. Look, there are people who do actually like being prostitutes. Good for them, but I don't think they're the reason for the decay of ethics that the gentleman seems to think.
So why not speak your opinions?
I want to, Hannah, I really do. But then I turn on the news and see how things are. It's not just that the news creates an unwarranted air of fear. It's the bias.
Oh, come on, you're overstating your case.
Am I? Hannah, false documents are put on honest news without verifying their authenticity. People who are activists for liberal groups are merely presented as activists, while their opponents are labeled conservatives, and the instant that someone mentions the possibility of bias in the news, the media attacks the person responsible instead of addressing the issue.
And what does that have to do with you not being able to speak your opinion?
Because my opinion is irrelevant, Hannah. I'm not a god, I'm not a public figure. I'm just a guy trying to make things better, but they want to turn me into a celebrity figure who we have to hang our every word on. And hang on, something's going on in the warehouse. Yeah, just another big, boring rant. I mean, I guess it does kind of touch on some relevant issues about bias in the news, but again, like, this isn't really the time or place for that sort of thing. Anyway, next page. Oh, okay. Again, I like the proportions here. Very nicely done. Very jagged lines. And is that supposed to be a camera? It looks more like a projector, like one of those things that you would use to project like video onto like a bright white sheet or something. Like that is. If that's supposed to be the camera, that's like the shittiest looking camera I've ever seen. Alright, let me just pull up the chat on my phone. Okay. Okay. Alright, sorry, just checking some things on Discord. Make sure the stream's going. Okay. So, wait, who was saying this? Oh, okay, I think this is the gentleman, so this should be fun. Peoples of the world, please watch carefully, for this message is vital to your future. For the last several centuries, I have watched this world grow older, but not better. I have witnessed the decay of morality and the growth of chaos and corruption. Women have become whores, whether on the streets or in their schools. Men are lecherous cowards, more inclined to fill their blood with chemicals instead of courage. I have tried many times in secret to try to get you to look at your own sickness in the Whitechapel area of London, the Black Dahlia, the Hammersmith murders, the Zodiac incidents in California. Each time I try to get you to look at yourselves, and the message never gets through.
Oh, okay. This is like that scene in the Dark Knight. Cool. And wait, when was this written? Oh, 2006. So Linkara actually predicted that scene. So okay.
It's so tiresome watching you people descend into anarchy. I have been called to a higher purpose so that you may all stop your decadence. Everything I have done is your fault.
Oh, nice. He's doing the Nikocado thing. It's your fault. It's your fault.
You have all had the power to stop the evils you have committed, yet you do nothing. As such, I had to set an example for you. I'm going to slice this whore's throat from ear to ear, and you're all going to watch and see. Try to act like civilized beings from now on, would you please?
And then Lightbringer fires a bolt of light, and it makes a phew sound. And I'm not sure what he's shooting at, but okay. Yeah, let me look at the chat. Goodly Draw says, if God told us his favorite football team, no one would be allowed to like any other football teams. I mean, yeah, that's true. Alright, well, next page. And then Shatter. Why don't you start acting civilized, you monster? Here's a tip. It's not very gentlemanly to kill people. God damn it. Madame, please step aside while I show the psychopath some manners. Herk! Alright, and again, I just have to comment on the art. I like how it literally looks like they just took the same, like, body, changed the details, and just flipped it. And also, I just can't get over those jagged lines. Like, it looks bad.
Welp, you have interrupted my proceedings.
You don't know the half of it. I peeked in and saw what you were up to, so I went up the roof and destroyed the transmitters. Your little message never got out to the public.
What? You arrogant child! I have lived for over 400 years. And this is the first time I have been met with such brashness.
Trust me, it won't be the last time.
And then next page. Alright. Let's see. Oh, nice. We got a little beam struggle here. Zoo! Foom!
In reality, I don't need to be doing this little stalemate. I shoot the light from my hands, both for dramatic effect and simplicity, but I can also shape how the beam goes. And another new trick from the sky. Can't say I'm too terribly surprised. I can keep up this little thing while also splitting the beam off into about 50 different shots and hit him from multiple sides. Okay, why does he... Okay, I'll comment on the art in a second. But again, it's like, why does he have to keep explaining all of this? Like, do we really need all these text boxes to, like, explain this shit to us? Like, doesn't... In his Atop the Fourth Wall videos, doesn't Linkara always say that you should show, not tell? Well, what's this here? This is telling, not... I mean, it's showing, but it's also telling. Like, we don't need this. We don't need any of these text boxes. We can just let the action speak for itself. Like, this is just ridiculous. But anyway, okay. Well, really, where's the fun in that? Especially when I've got one very upset prostitute who has had a very bad night and needs to take it out on someone. For all his abilities and his lectures about corruption and morality, all it took was one swift blow to the back of the head to take out this murderer. I let up my own attack so it doesn't accidentally keep going and hurt the woman. Good job on her part. And she hits him on the head, making a wham. And wait, does it? So I'm confused about. So does the strap of the bra like go over the arm, like, and there's no back strap to it? So how does this bra work exactly? I mean, I'm a guy, so I don't know shit about, you know, women's clothing, but
I'm pretty sure this isn't how bras work. Like, and also just, again, I gotta comment on the arms. Like, there are no, like, visible wrists. Like, it literally just looks like a weird, like, tube, kind of. And, again, like, I don't know, it just looks so bad. But anyway, still, I kind of wonder, who was this guy really? Wait, so hitting him over the head with a camera killed him? Okay, let's move on. Okay, we got the police inspector here. Let me think of a good voice for him. Nice work, LB. Still not sure who it was that called us, but I'm glad you got word to us. Okay. Oh, that's him saying it. You know, for a guy who just single-handedly stopped a killing spree, you seem pretty sullen. Not sullen. I've just got a lot on my mind. Have you not got everything under control? What with Jack the Ripper over there? Oh, sure. You know, he's still ranting about how we're all sinners and evildoers, and we'll all pay for what we've done. You explained his right to remain silent 3 times. He still won't shut up. If that's the case, I'll be off. There's something I need to take care of. And the Pharaoh's Keep. Again, I could comment on how bad the art is, but we'd be here all night, so I'm just gonna keep moving on. Okay. And then we get, we got that reporter chick again, typing away. Yeah, making the tappy tap sound. Oh wait, that's Tappa. And is that supposed to be a bong or some kind of weird alien sex toy? Like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. Oh, and it's him again. Sorry to interrupt your work, but I'd love to talk if you had a minute. By the way, Pompous only has 1 S in it. Alright. Okay, let's keep going. So, next page. And we got some more fan art from the looks of it. It's not too bad. It looks alright. Not sure why this arm suddenly shrinks, but I don't know. Other than that, it's decent. Again, like I said, you gotta love it when the fan art looks better than the actual artwork. So, let's move on. Okay, let me check the stream real quick. See how. Okay, everything seems to be going just fine. Okay, somebody in the chat said, is this just a more retarded Ra's al Ghul? You know what? Yeah, it might as well be. It is just... Oh, it was Goodly Draws. Okay, sorry, the chat was getting kind of fucky for me. But anyway, next page. Oh god, more text bubbles. Okay, let me take a quick bite of my pizza. Alright, so I first want to apologize about being so rude with you. You know my opinion about the media, but I feel I needed to clarify why I really don't want to answer questions. The problem is that you start asking me opinions on wars, politics, ideology. Pretty soon, I'm not a superhero anymore. I'm a celebrity more concerned about my image in the paper than with doing the right thing. I'm a symbol, Miss Keller, and if you want to print that, that's fine. And if you want to try to hunt me down and find out who I am behind this mask, that's fine too, but I implore you to consider the ramifications of such actions before you do. Thank you. And he flies off, and she turns into a little stick figure, and I'm guessing this is supposed to be an antenna, but it just looks like a giant tuning fork. But anyway, now, if you'll excuse me, there's still work to be done. And he flies off. So let's move on to the next page. And we've got him flying into the air. Nicely done, boss. Thanks. By the way, when you were listing out the flaws of Watchmen character... Oh, god damn it. More Watchmen shit. Okay. Alright. By the way, when you were listing out the flaws of Watchmen characters, you didn't mention Night Owl. What was his problem? Night Owl? Oh, he only had one
only had one flaw, but he corrected it. What was that? He had given up. And we're now introduced to a new character. This very dark-looking figure. I like his little belt buckle. Okay, so let me think of a voice for this guy. Okay.
Ah, and there he is now, the emissary of light. How graceful, how angelic, how deceptive. Make peace with whatever god you believe in, Lightbringer, for the darkness has arrived, and the darkness agent, the Darkbringer, will make you pay for tricking the world with your light.
Next, step into the darkness. Oh, so now we've got the Negachin version. Yeah, let me just say that again one more time. The Negachin, not but it's like the dark evil counterpart to the Lightbringer. So this should be interesting. Just checking the chat. Check the stream real quick. All right, everything seems to be going pretty well. So let's move on. The fuck is this? Okay. Oh, okay. It's a plug for the merch. Do I really have to read through this? Okay, you know what? This is just shilling shit, so I'm just gonna skip it. More fan art, and it's Christmas themed. What? When I agreed to help the town out with a Christmas emergency, this wasn't quite what I had in mind. Merry Christmas to the Lightbringer. Okay, so it's just him on top of the tree instead of a star. Okay. Let's move on. And wait, hang on a sec. Oh, okay, it's an interlude. Interlude, or how to deal with blackmail. Okay, so I guess it's just a side story. Yeah, I can see her better now. It is Gary's wife's Karen. Okay, big deal. She's walking into a motel. What's the big deal? Hannah, she's walking into a motel at midnight while Gary's staying the night at his mother's. Maybe it's a business trip. We can't just jump to conclusions. Hannah, she works in a flower shop. What sort of business trip takes place in a motel on the south side of town? Okay, fine. She's having an affair then. Are you going to tell Gary? And tell him what? That I was flying around downtown and just happened to spot his wife going into a motel? For the moment, I'm not saying a thing. Alright. So, let's move on. Next page. Okay, alright, I think this is the Lightbringer in his normal form, so... I don't know. The Linkara voice is getting a little tiring, so I think for this, I'll just do a normal voice. So... and so I said, no, that's the Conquistador. In any case, did you get that parking sale through?
Oh yeah.
You're the king, Gary.
Yeah, sure.
Are you alright? You've been out of it all day. Usually when you're having a bad day, you're a lot more chatty about it. You even have some of your better quips on hand.
No, I'm sorry, Carter. I've been out of it ever since I got back from my mother's place. But this has been a growing concern of mine for a while. Something's wrong with my wife. She won't talk about it. I can't even be certain of what it is. But she's been different lately. Distant and depressed. She's hardly spoken to me or the kids, and I just don't know what to do about it.
Maybe she won't talk to her husband, but maybe a more neutral party can be of assistance, Gary. So I guess the Lightbringer is going to come out and try to patch this couple up. Alright. Hannah hadn't been too keen on me getting involved in this, but Gary's a friend, and I knew I had to get to the truth of the matter. I followed Karen when she left her and Gary's home at 1 a.m. I confronted her after she parked a few blocks away from a motel, obviously trying to keep her car out of the sights of the more crime-ridden part of town. Karen has only met me a few times. I hope that if I disguise my voice, along with the mask, the hair, and the darkness, she won't recognize me.
You, the Lightbringer?
That's right, Mrs. Manning.
How do you know my...
To make a long story very short, I represent a third party who's concerned about you. That's all the explanation I'm going to give. You're having an affair, aren't you?
Yes, but not with my true consent.
Not with my true consent? Okay. What do you mean?
A few weeks ago, I got into a car accident. Usually it wouldn't be a big deal, but the guy in the other car, I recognize him. He's the son of one of the businessmen who built Pharaoh City. He threatened to sue me for the damage to his expensive car. He just kept yelling and telling me what he'd do. My husband and I can't afford a legal battle. When I mentioned that, he said he wouldn't do anything if I slept with him. He made me sign a contract and everything. Oh God!
Don't worry, Mrs. Manning. We're going to get you out of this, but it won't be entirely easy. If you want this blackmail to end, here's what you do. Okay. This has also been the 100th Lightbringer page. Alright, cool. I've read 100 pages of this shit. Alright. Alright, Karen. Let's see if you can pull this off. Brady W. Hickman says AVGN over here. Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Why were you late? Never mind. We need to get our room and make up for lost time.
No.
No? What do you mean, no?
I mean, this thing we're doing, it's ending right here, right now.
Do I need to remind you signed a contract? Your body to do with any way I please so I don't sue for the damage to my car?
Yeah, funny thing about that. According to contract law, coercion and blackmail make them null and void.
You think you could just walk away from me, baby? You love all the things we did together, and you're going to come crawling back to me for more. Your puny husband can't compare. I mean, he's got like an acorn-shaped dick, but mine, I swear to God, is like 3 feet long. That's right, I've got a dong the size of a football field. Then I'll tell your husband about our midnight escapades.
You're too late. He already knows. Hate to break it to you, stud, but your performance didn't exactly rock my world.
Fine, bitch. I'll see you in court.
We'll see. I'm sure the judge will just love how you blackmailed me. It should win you a lot of friends. Oh, before you go, what kind of flowers would you like?
What are you talking about?
For your oh, okay. For your funeral. Like I said, I told my husband about our affair, and he was pretty mad at me when I left him, but not half as pissed as he was at you, forcing his wife to have sex with you to settle an insurance debt. Oh dear me, I saw him polishing the handgun we have when I left. Oh, have a nice night, by the way. Okay, so she's admitting to him that her, I guess now, ex-husband is gonna kill this guy. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Next page. So, this is your house then. Yes, thank you, Lightbringer. I don't know what I would have done without your help. You would have figured it out eventually. You don't need a superhero to watch your back to stop this sort of thing. Maybe so, but still, thanks. I need to get inside and talk to my husband about all of this. Good luck. Let's see. Okay, this is, I guess, the Carter dude talking. Thanks for taking the repack downstairs, Gary. You're the king.
No, I'm the terror that flaps in the night.
It seems you're in better spirits today. Your wife's doing better, I take it?
Well, let's just say things aren't perfect, but they are looking up.
You're more than welcome, Gary. Hail to the king. Yeah.
Hail to the king, baby.
Alright, and we move on to issue 6 with this dude. The Darkbringer. Kind of looks like a shitty, like, Loki OC or something. Brady says, look at their side noses. Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Like, it literally just looks like a big squiggle on their face. Like, what the actual fuck? Yeah, just kind of... Sorry, I'm just checking some stuff on Discord real quick. But anyway, let's get back to this. So, next page. And, let's see, somebody floating, and they're saying, gotta love those shoes, by the way. What are those? Alright. Okay, I don't know who this person is, so I'm just gonna do a random voice.
Exactly what I thought. Hey, it's me. I've arrived in Pharaoh City. No, I don't need any help yet. Just wanted to check in. It looks like he's ahead of me. I found an abandoned building where he tests his powers. I'm not entirely sure. If I had to guess, I'd say my new ensemble is capable of detecting the energy signature of his magics. Listen, as much as I want to stay on the line with you, I need to keep hunting him. God knows what sort of stuff he's up to. I love you too, Mom.
Alright, next page. We got the Carter dude again. So then I said to my old boss, stock check? I thought you said stock. I thought you said stocking check. Haha, that's great, boss.
Well, I thought so, anyway. Oh, Michelle, your customer called back about the Bianchi set.
Fine, sure, I'll take care of it.
Let There Be Darkness, Part 1, written by Louis. Okay. So, let's move on.
I'll leave you two to discuss whatever it is you two discuss when you're alone. After all, someone has to keep this place running while you two work.
Let's see. What the heck's eating her?
She thinks we're having a relationship.
What makes her think... Oh, I get it.
And she, of course, is worried that either you're taking advantage of me or I'm just trying to get attention.
Do you want to tell her what we're really doing night after night? I won't stop you.
I don't know. I feel bad enough keeping secrets from her, though.
Well, I'm sure you'll make the right choice. Just make sure that if you do tell her that she keeps the secret, too. With all the weird stuff that's been happening lately, the last thing we need is for my identity to get exposed. And we got front page from the Pharaoh's Keeper. Mysterious eclipse in St. Paul. City darkened, scientists baffled. And I'm not reading all that because I don't care. Checking the chat real quick. Negaduck did it better. Yeah, exactly. Brady says, the random bold words in the text. Yeah, Linkara hates that when Frank Miller does it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I'm finding out about this, is that Linkara complains about stuff that he's done in his very own comic. So, and apparently there's a giant walking right by them. Okay. Alright. Thanks for taking me out to lunch, Hannah. We haven't had a good time to just sit and talk.
I thought so too. I mean, we haven't really discussed what's been going on in each other's lives and all.
Yeah, about that.
Listen, Hannah, I need to apologize. I've been going all Mordred on you for the past few weeks, and I'm sorry. I just want you to be safe, and I kind of overreacted. If you and Carter want to be together, it's none of my business, and I shouldn't be such a jerk about it.
Alright, moving on.
Michelle, for the 9th time, Carter and I aren't dating. Look, I've been struggling with how I was going to break this to you, but now is as good a time as any. Carter and I are close, but this is sort of a little more complicated than you'd think. I mean, this is the... Wait a second. Is it getting dark in here, or is it just me?
And then crackle, crack, split. Guess someone's about to break in. Let's see who it is. And we got some more fan art here. This actually, not gonna lie, this actually looks pretty good. It's pretty well proportioned. This kind of looks a little off, but otherwise, this is actually pretty decent. Not too bad. Anyway, moving right along. And then Shatter. Oh my god! Aye! What the hell is that thing? Ah! And so with the cast aluminum bar stools, not only are they fairly light, but they also won't rust.
Carter, could you come into the break room?
If you'll excuse me for just a minute, sir. Oh, okay, it was this guy. Alright. Hey, Steve, make it quick. There's no one out. Hey, Steve, make it quick. There's no one out. There's no one out on the floor right now. Sorry, Siri keeps, like, interrupting me, which is why I keep going silent. Anyway, I was on my way back upstairs when I heard the TV in the break room was on. I wanted to turn it off, but then I saw what was on. Carter, we have a problem. It sounds like I'm going for like a Mr. Plinkett voice or something. Held hostage on the rooftop of a Granite Street business tower. Hostage crisis. Mysterious kidnapper holds patrons hostage. Larv to missing number. Senate continues blocking. I don't know what. Steve, close the store. Are you sure about that? We've got customers on the floor. And 2 employees who I very much doubt will be returning to work today. We can't run this store with it this busy with only 2 people.
Furthermore, I'm not going to let us worry about Michelle and Hannah when we should be worrying about business. And he takes off as the Lightbringer. Let's just hope, let's just hope and pray that the professionals out there can help them. All right, and moving on, next page, and then we get some civilians, and again, gotta love those side noses and how each of them is basically in the same pose. I gotta love the gradient buildings here, and this little thing. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the Lightbringer. Chief, look up in the sky. Is it the Lightbringer? Yeah. Next time, just tell me that instead of making me try to turn around. LB, I was just about to send out the signal. What's the situation? There seems to be only one kidnapper. He's on the roof of the building with all the hostages. It's weird though, the helicopter cameras have been able to get a look at the hostages, but if one even gets close to his own face, some sort of black energy shoots out and hits the camera directly. He's made no demands, so I have to assume he's planning on killing the hostages. Police snipers have had the same issue as the helicopters, so we haven't been able to get a shot at him. Alright, let's see. Brady, 2006, Manlin car is old. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was pretty young back in 2006 too, and I don't know, I guess I can't criticize the artwork too much because this honestly is what I would have been doing back in 2006 because I was pretty young back then. Okay, so I'm guessing the gray boxes are the Lightbringer and the black ones are the Darkbringer. So I've never told Hannah this, but after my first night out as Lightbringer, I came back to the store and threw up all over the desks downstairs. Whoosh. For all my dramatic poses and one-liners, I'd spew off after I took out a common criminal. The whole thing was terrifying to me.
I never told my former liege this, but my initial plans upon joining the darkness were to simply take its powers for my own ends. I gave my liege a song and danced about how I wanted to join his cause, but I knew in my heart I simply wanted to be more powerful than cops and gang thugs. And then crackle, pow, phew, and we get another beam struggle, which literally looks like the artist just figured out how to use the brush tool in Photoshop. I had made my choice about my parents' form of extreme pacifism, but you don't just abandon 15 years of beliefs easily. I had made my choice a long time ago to be a criminal, but then he said his magic words, and I met his god, and he became mine too. I spent the night tossing and turning the nightmares of my parents telling me I had betrayed them. I spent an eternity conversing with the darkness, learning his will and his way. My liege told me later it was only a few seconds. It was at that moment my convictions were made whole. The nightmares have stopped now, but sometimes even I have to turn the photos of my parents away from me when I go back to my home. I know that if the darkness was still living today, he would be proud of me and of what I will achieve on this day. This false angel will pay for his presumption. In the name of the light, I will punish you for what you have done and prove I was right to choose as I did. In the name of the darkness, I will punish you for what you have done and prove I was right to choose as I did. Alright, so I guess they're doing kind of a little mental back and forth. Brady, I would have been 5. Yeah, I would have been 15 at the time. So anyway, probably said a little bit too much about myself. Oh, okay, we get more dialogue from the Darkbringer. Let me just take a quick swig of my drink, just to kind of clear my throat. This music is oddly kind of fitting. Anyway, impressive. He was able to hold up my initial attack. Despite my training to the contrary, I cannot but smile at these proceedings. Knowing that this abomination, this evil creature will be destroyed, gives me too much satisfaction. My liege warned me about happiness, but it is difficult to resist its temptations. He told me that when the darkness was alive, he can enforce discipline upon all of his knights, that feelings of joy were repressed so that his evils could not infect the hearts of those who served it Without the darkness, we have to control ourselves. But I only became a Dark Knight after the darkness was killed.
And I like how in the close-up he's got like a normal like iris or whatever, which kind of looks like a big donut. But then here it's just big like brown circles in his eyes. All right. Oh, and he's doing the Michael Jackson lean. Nice. Release the hostages now. I won't tell you a second time.
I'm only too happy to. You're all free to go. My business with the hero here.
There are easier ways to get in contact with me.
But yes, but they probably involve less of an audience, and I want as many people here as possible to witness this.
Who are you?
I am your antithesis, your opposite number. Just as you are a representative of the blinding, deceitful forces of light, I am an agent of the truth, of shadow and darkness. I am I am the Lightbringer.
Oh shit. Let's see. Brady, of course the Lightbringer is brown eyes. Yeah, the nightmares have to stop. Now the comic isn't over. Yeah, no, the comic is not over. I've still got quite a ways to go. Oh god, okay. Oh my god, that was the Lightbringer. He's so cool. Did you see how he flew in and got us all free and he glowed? Yes, Michelle, I know. Come on, let's get you home so you can reflect on your little brush with the superhero. And let him do what he does best. How do you fire those energy blasts?
Magics. I don't really understand much of the physics behind it, but the power is flowing through me. The power of the darkness.
Quite the mustache twirling and makes sense.
Mustache twirling? Ah, I see. You think I'm the evil one, that when I speak of darkness, I talk metaphorically. You think that because I inconvenience a few restaurant patrons, that I'm a being of evil, yet it's you who give people false hope that someone is going to rescue them, that good deeds will ultimately lead to good returns, or that light is the pathway to salvation.
Alright, next page. Oh, shit, he's getting mad. Okay, let's see.
I was a common criminal once, you know. No better than a rat who stole crumbs to make out a meager living. But then I met a prophet. I read his holy book and underwent a ceremony to change me. His god was known as the Darkness. He spoke to me and revealed the majesty and horror that is the world of good and evil, and of people like you. People like you who delude others into thinking that the struggle of good versus evil will end, but it doesn't. War never changes. Evil will end, but it doesn't. Oh wait, sorry, I already read that. There will always be some new evil or injustice to fight. The fight of good versus evil is a stalemate. But the darkness knew the truth. Instead of rejecting those evil forces, you embrace them, twisting them to fit the greater good. The greater good. To truly defeat evil, you must become dark. And the darkness shielded us from evil while we joined with it, a cloak made of black steel. We can commit evil acts while keeping ourselves clean. We were cleansed of false idols and the hypocrisies of people like you.
Let me check the chat real quick to see what's going on. That face when Tails gets trolled, but actually better. Sorry, that face when Tails gets trolled did a similar thing, but better. Yeah, and then Brady says, it's magic, we don't have to explain it. Yeah, exactly. It's magic shit, so who cares, what it means. And he shoots a beam of darkness, I guess, and the sound effect is Kari. Anyway, I think it's more like Kari. Alright.
I wonder if you even understand the depth of your wickedness, your presumption and hypocrisy in things like hope and light. It sickens me. You believe in hope and light, but where is your payoff, hero? Where is the triumph of the good of light? I have wasted more than enough time in the stench of your
iniquitous. Okay, hang on. I gotta look this word up. Hang on. Uh, INIQUIT OUS. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's iniquitous. Wait. Okay, it's iniquitous, very unfair or evil, or ubiquitousness. Is that what they meant? Uh, Whatever. Who cares? Um, Burn, false angel. And yes, you. Fuck it. Whatever. It's a word. Okay, fine. Um, he read the Quran, which is just the family guy of the Bible. Oh, we don't want to get into that. Okay, so eark wham. That blast. What the hell did he? And the power of light comes in. Can't worry about that. Just bring your arm up and return. Oof. Pow. I blame myself for the initial shot. I should have expected him to open fire considering his ranting about how I'm evil. The punch, though? All him. He said his power came from magic. If it does, it makes him faster, too. If that wasn't bad enough, that first blast of energy, I can still feel it in my stomach. I don't know what this darkness is that he's rambling on about, but I do know one thing. It makes my blood run cold when it touches me. So he's essentially a Death Eater. Alright? Okay, more dialogue. Okay. Let's do this. Hang on, let me take one quick swig of my drink. Gotta wet my whistle a bit. Brady says, good idea having the character wearing black, shooting black from his black gloves. Yeah, I know. It's like, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none. None more black. Alright, let's keep going. Do you know what I'm doing to you, hero? I'm letting you experience the true corruption and perversity of the earth. Since the darkness's magics are connected to it, I can tap into it and unleash every horrible evil upon you that this dreadful world has to offer. It is truly evil to believe that hope prevails, that light overtakes dark, that you need to embrace love and joy and happiness. Every victim of a crime has had their hope crushed. Every person who has clung to light has been swept away in darkness. Love, joy, and happiness only lead to lust, bitterness, and envy. Your hypocrisy is clear. You believe in all the things that lead to evil. Why do you continue to defend this twisted world? You call yourself a superhero? It is a childish thing, meant only for the impotent to cling to before they are eradicated by the strong. This seriously, I feel like I'm reading the Trenchcoat Mafia manifesto with like all this edgy talk about like the evils of the world and how corrupt it is and shit like that. Like, seriously. I wonder, as a child, did your parents fill you with immature dreams and fairy tales of happily ever after, or doing the right thing for the sake of the right thing? Everyone in this world takes joy from the suffering of others, be it in a comedy that's sexually deviant or enjoying the drama of a tragedy. Tell me, hero, is taking pleasure from something horrible, good, or evil? We'll allow the darkness to cast a shadow over these blinding, childish notions. There is no happily ever after. We lead lives of pain and sorrow that bring us to our deaths in a bleak and meaningless universe. And doing the right thing for the sake of the right thing, it does not matter how many people are rescued, how many sins are atoned for, or how much freedom is given to the oppressed. There will always be another life destroyed around the corner, a new sin to be committed, another set of chains to be placed on an innocent. I almost pity you, but then I remember the words of the darkness. No mercy for the wicked, no pity for the weak, and no sympathy for the unremarkable. For they shall use your charities as chains to drag you down with them as they descend into the pit. Now burn, you abomination! Okay, I gotta admit, that voice is actually kind of hurting my throat. So, let's see how much further we got. Alright, Emma just flashed before my eyes. I see children slaughtered, women raped, men surrendering to avarice, greed, and cowardice. I see every terrible thing on earth, and I want to throw up, to scream and just surrender to the pain and horror, but my body won't let me. because overrunning my disgust and fear is my anger. I see this horrible disregard for everything I believe in, and I am enraged by the Darkbringer. I will not surrender to this. You do not embrace evil or darkness. You fight them. Okay, he's saying, go to hell.
What was that? I didn't quite hear you. Go to hell! Oh. Okay, so he fired a beam of light that went over his head, back around, and punched him from behind. Like, okay. I'm sorry, but this is so stupid. Like he couldn't have done like a heroic pose where like he like turns around and just kind of like uppercuts him. No, from this pose he had to like conjure up a fist that like a cartoon just like goes around him and punches him. Like, seriously. It's so stupid. Alright, and then we get a fight sequence. Humph, pow, oof, woomph, schlit, schlit, schlit. Okay, just more fight stuff, just people just saying stuff. And then, oh shit, he gets stabbed, and then, victory is mine. Oh shit, is the Lightbringer done for? Let's see. Oh, and he's fallen. Alright. And now, dear hero, enjoy sweet oblivion. I can see my father calling out to me, telling me the futility of violence and how it only leads to death. I can see residual hallucinations from the Darkbringer's blade. After images, I suppose, would be accurate to describe it. They show me images of people falling after being murdered. They say your life flashes before your eyes when you're about to die, but it's not what I'm seeing. Instead, I see all the things I won't experience. I won't get to see Hannah grow up to be a hero of her own creation. I won't get to see if Pharaoh City lives up to becoming the shining city I know it can be. DC Comics loves the... Oh, God. Alright. DC Comics loves the concept of legacy heroes. Superheroes who have people take up the mantle after the former one dies. But that doesn't exist in the real world, because I'm the world's first and only superhero. As such, of all the things I know I won't get to see, whether in life or death, I know there won't be a second person to go by the name Lightbringer. Instead, there will only be darkness. Alright, let's keep going. We got some more fan art here that, I mean, looks okay. The arm here's a little wonky, and I guess part of this arm just kind of disappears, and I don't know, like, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. So let's move on. And then we get LB. Oh my god. And he's falling. No, I won't give up. Can't give in to the blood loss. Rise above it. Too many people counting on you. Too much to focus. Have to focus. Can't focus. Mom, Dad, Hannah, cold, can't focus, damn it. Alright, and he's like trying to grab on, and so hard, everything blurry, can't focus, all over, so dark. That's right. Hold on with your last breath, hero. It only makes it all the sweeter when you... Wait, what is that? No, it can't be. Falling. It's all over? Hello there, friend. Oh, we get a new character. Who could this be? Zooming in, and... Oh! Okay, it's a little angel. Alright. Looks like you could use a hand. Not an Elseworlds, not an imaginary tale, not a what if. Angel armor and Lightbringer together at last. Next, Louis and Lightbringer against the Darkbringer. Alright, so I guess this is the end of this issue. We got some more fan art here that, it's okay, I guess. And then we move on, we get some more fan art that, this one actually looks kind of good. Kind of looks like, reminds me of Invincible a little bit. Okay. So, next up, more fan arts. One looks alright. Apparently this hand lost all of its fingers.
This one's okay. This one's actually not too bad. It kind of reminds me of like Don Bluth a little bit, like Space Ace or something. But anyway, next page. And we get some more fan art, kind of a chibi Lightbringer. Oh, okay, chibi Lightbringer, got it. And then more fan art. Okay, come on. Is there anything else? More fan art. This one doesn't look too bad. Kind of reminds me a little bit of I can't remember his name, but the superhero guy from Drawn Together. Oh God. All right. Then moving on. We get some more fan arts. Alright. Then we get... Okay, we get issue 7. You know what? I think this has been going on for... Let's see. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? I don't know. Sweet Oblivion. No, I prefer Skyrim. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I guess this is part 2 of that, and I guess Darkbringer is going to come down with like an elbow drop on these two, but I don't know. I feel like I've been going on for long enough, so I think I might just go ahead and end the stream here. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Before I go, let me just go ahead and do my my shilling. Just get that out of the way first. Go back to Zoom. So, of course, I've got the website, film-nerd.com, where I review a little bit of everything. I do new releases, classics, and cult films. These are some of the more recent reviews I've done. The last one I did was for Trauma Tuesdays. I did The Girl Who Returned, the first film that Lloyd Kaufman ever directed back in 1969. It's interesting, but I don't know if I'd really recommend it unless you're like a hardcore Trauma fan. And then for Full Moon Fridays, which is the series where I look at all the films with Charles Band, the last one I looked at was Killjoy 2: Deliverance from Evil. So there you go. And then I did Dragon Ball Evolution, which yeah, the less about that the better. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it's film-nerd.com. There should be a link to it in the description. I've also got a Patreon you can go to. Got some reward tiers, you know, all that good stuff. And of course, I've got the YouTube channel, which, I mean, if you're watching this, you should be on YouTube already. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to watch. Sorry that I had to cut the stream so short earlier, but you know, hopefully next time I won't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, there won't be a stream next week because I'm going to be out. I've got plans. But I can assure you that I will be coming back the week after that. So let me just get the ending song pulled up real quick. Okay, got the song pulled up. So until the next one, I will see you guys later. Take care.